briefly.
It's alright. I'm just having my post-race Oreo. Oreos now doing,
nice.
Yeah, covered in white chocolate. If you've never had one, buy one. They are the bomb.
Actually, at work, whilst driving the van, that was what I had as a little snack too. What they keep me going for hours and things.
Yep, I do. So, I presume we're live now to the world. Welcome, Dragon Trail
Good afternoon,
Side.
good morning, good evening.
Great little track. I know it's one of our favourites. It's our go-to test track. It's got a little bit of everything. It's got some fast, it's got some flowies, it's got some stoppies, and it has got the chicane of death. We're just about to start. I believe this is the actual quali.
Actual quality just going now, yeah, that's good. That's good.
Which will be interesting to see how it goes. It's going to be one of them tracks with having chicane and stuff in there. If you're not clean on it, it could scupper your whole qualifying session and leave you right in a bit of a tricky place for the race.
Actually felt victim of that at the chicane of death myself during qualifying Group 2s today. Did manage to brake as well.
And that's your dog telling you that, Dad, you were a bit bad.
Wasn't the best performance ever, that's for sure, yeah. But no, that was quite a good race one, I feel.
So that's
today.
I'm just seeing if I can get social media calling it up on me telephone. Here we are.
Similar strategies to the Group 2s, possibly.
I would think. Do you know what? I need to have a look. I would think it'd be a two-stop. I'm not sure how many laps. I'd imagine 20 or 21, possibly. We'll just have a quick look in the Discord. I'll quick check on championship positions as well. See where we're at. Congratulations to Racer Tay, I believe, on taking the Group 2 title today. I know AJ unfortunately had internet issues again, and it's not the way that Tay would have wanted to take it, but credit where credit's due. It's been a great battle in the second half of the season between them two for that title. So,
yeah, 21 laps today, Jeff.
Oh, so we've currently, your top three are Kimmy, Ready Shaven Castle, Ash, and Harley's not with driving today. So your top four is going to be between them. I think Kimmy is probably away with it now. He's got a 30-point lead on Ready Shaven and another 22 points back to Castle, with Ash 4 points further back from there. So if Ash has a good result today, he can push himself into the top three overall, but I think it's definitely mathematically only between Kimmy and Ready Shaven now, so we'll see how that pans out between the two of them as the race goes on.
Be allowed to racers put in a wall, even though they are teammates. There will be alright, so a little bit of drama to the mix, certainly at the front end for sure.
We've got a comment. I'm presuming I know where that's aimed, Smalley. He'd like to dedicate his podium to his mentor, now lover. You've had an epic drive today, mate, on merit. Well deserved. Your progress this season's been fantastic, and if there was such a thing as an award for most improved driver of the season, mate, not just being biased, but you would have my vote.
I definitely go for the Beginners Cup into a quite competitive Group 2 season. Like that, to get a very strong podium. Only on his second race, I think, with us.
I think, I'm not sure if it's
third,
maybe third or fourth, but definitely, I'd say from coming out of the Beginners Cup, where he's still leading that championship, getting thrown into the Group 2 cars, which are a different beast altogether. His progress over the last 3 or 4 races has been fantastic, and he's really pushed on and deserves that podium, and had a bit of a scrap with Sean as well, so he'll learn from that and he'll move on. We've got first 3 over the line so far. Proctor's taking an early pole from, well, Ready Shaven's just usurped that now. Proctor, Castle, Phil Babbage, Oved, Weird TV, who's driving for Team Shortcut today, which is Ash Wilson's team. He's currently in 3rd. Mick double stinting today in 7th. Kimmy's an 8th. This will probably be his first proper flying lap. Then Doc Coop 9th, and Ash in the Aston in 10th, and Ben He's been setting some good times in practice. So we'll see what Ben can do today. I fancy Ben will be in the well into the points. Maybe 7th or 8th place would be a great result for him, I think.
Well, what other drivers in the Group 3 have been saying, he's been pretty much flat out through the chicane of death in 5th gear as well, not even a hesitation or a lift to get the nose round in there. So,
yeah,
potentially, well, obviously there's a big risk, but big risk sometimes.
Yeah, big risk payoff.
Well.
Yes, he's done really, really well. Harley's joined us in the stream. Good luck. Thanks, Harley. I hope you've had a good day, mate. It's been needed. You was missed in the GR2s earlier on. See, Ready Shape was just prove your point there, Grim, as he came through the chicane just a little bit on the ragged edge, and he just caught the wall on the outside.
Oh, it cost him about a second or so there, unfortunately.
Yeah. So
sometimes you can get away with it with just braze, like a little brush on the wall, you can get away with it, but I think if you get the front end connecting with it as well, it's you waiting the bar to a good second or so.
We've got a few guys just diving in the pits now to put a second stint in. Proctor's one, Ready Shavers in. Weird TV has just set a provisional pole lap of 37 flat, so we'll stick with him now. It's his first drive in the Group 3 car in this league. He's currently only a point off the lead of the Beginners Cup Championship, second to our Mr. Small. So he's obviously got a talent. He's got to be able to drive a car. We'll see how he fares in amongst the different group today.
I think that's probably the big switch from Group 2 to Group 3 for Mick today as well, isn't it, really, in that regard?
Yeah, and Mick had a good run as well. I know the result really wasn't truly indicative of his drive, and he didn't have a great deal of time to prep, so he had a good run and he should be pleased with himself. So it'll be interesting to see now. Kyle or Oved has got a good marker in Weird in front of him, so he can pull him around a little bit. Ash just set a 38 flat to put him currently in 8th, and Ben is just dived in for his second set of tyres. He's in 8th, sorry, Ash is 6th, my mistake. Ben's sat in 8th, which is a great qualifying for Ben so far. This Aston's suiting him, and he seems to be enjoying driving it.
There's not a lot of difference between the Lexus of Mick and Oved actually. At the moment, it's only 0.003 of a second between their lap times.
That's close.
Favouring Mick.
So Weird's just diving in now for a set of tyres. Let's pick on. We'll watch Kimmy across the line. Expect Kimmy to again challenge. Well, he's diving in for his second set. So we'll try and find someone that's actually on a lap. Ready Shaver's just starting a lap now. He again will be in the mix for the race win today. Weird's got him as a marker as he comes out, so
I feel like Proctor might be on a hot lap right now, just starting midway through the first sector. Currently might be your first
just caught him just before the first split, so he is his 400th under. The thing is with these cars, they're so evenly matched, and this is a track that'll actually suit the little RCZ. I don't keep saying it week in, week out. It's a very nimble little car. It struggles sometimes on out-and-out pace in a straight line. But on a track like this, it's twisting and turning. It's a very, very well-balanced car, and I think it should go quite well today.
Yes, definitely, because there's not much in the way of elevation changes. Well, at least they're not that steep anyway.
Yeah.
That's where we found the RCZ to be a little bit weak, was big elevation changes.
Yeah.
It can seem a little bit unstable.
And it's, I mean, there's the faster section where it has got the little climb. It's so flowing. It kind of falls into its forte. The last split, he was 300ths under his time, which will put him on a 37.5-ish. We can hold it.
Proctor's coming around the last corner now as well, so he's first flying up on his fresh set.
37.7, it's an improvement. It's not putting back up, but it's still only 0.7 off, so it's still quite close to the top guys. So we've got Ash coming into the second half of the lap now. This is the bit we was talking about with the RCZ, that it'll really flow through here quite well.
The wibbly wobblies?
The wibbly wibblies, yep. And then he got the drop down into the the angle of dangle right, and then the approach to the horrible chicane. So I should get a second lap in on this set of tyres. And see as he catches on to split 3. whether he's making an improvement. Oh, this is actually an outlap. Sorry, I've just noticed. So this is Ash's final chance coming across the line now to improve on a lap. He's got Doc Coop 0.1 behind him as well. It's a good run from Coop there. He's 7th at the moment. So we'll just jump back and see we've got Othed just coming through the same section. Othed does like this track. I think he probably likes it a little bit more than the Lexus likes it. But he should get going quite well. He's only 1.7 off.
He's just gone 10th quick in the first sector, so he's improved on his own lap time for pole provisionally. Didn't quite catch two.
Oh, Kyle's just rimmed the chicane there. That's going to leave Kyle down the
now there's a corner named after myself.
Yeah. I don't think officially we don't have an Astros anywhere on the current GTS calendar. So I think we should have a naming ceremony at the end of the year. So Ben Sutton's in 10th at the moment, and Mick in 11th. We'll just watch weird through the final chicane. He's got that perfectly. Oh, a little grimming on the outside. A little grimming that could hold him back off. So we'll just have a quick flick back to Kimmy's coming through the same
very
thing.
tidy through there.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be between these two.
Kimmy, I think advantage Kimmy at the moment possibly. Depends on how much time we'd lost there.
Mick's improved to 39.2. Yeah, he did. He just missed out on a fast lap with a 37.2. He lost about 3/10 there.
Come on, Kimmy. Oh,
Kimmy's not
off. That's so close though.
Yeah, so that leaves him a 10th off. So see if we've got anyone else on a lap. I think we've got Ash just coming around the final. Ash has had a purple sector. Obviously, we're a little bit late catching on lap. We're not sure whether that was first or second sector. But this could push out a lot
Ben
further
flying
back
through
up.
the final chicane as well, up towards the final corner now. I feel that's just the Astons to wrap up this qualifying session now.
Now Ash doesn't improve. Ash stays in 6th.
Come on, Ben, you can improve on 10th. Let's go.
It'd be a big achievement for Ben today if he's just pipped in front of Carbike. He's improved by half a second on that lap. It's a great qualifying lap there from Ben. So a little bit of you got your normal protagonists at the front, a little bit mixed in the midfield, and then you've got Ben really starting to show his worth and his ability coming through from the back. So debut pole for Weird TV in his debut race in this group.
Well, hats off to everyone and best of luck.
So you have also got the contact, or possible contact down into the first tight left-hand chicane as well.
Yeah.
He does bunch up there on the first lap, so we'll see. Hopefully we'll get everyone through there. So a good start there from him. We've got Kimmy on the outside. Ash made a great start up there into 4th at the moment.
Well, there's a little bit of contact from Hazy and someone else there. Possibly Doc might have been involved, but nothing too serious. Everyone's all through clean.
Yep, everyone seems to be through at the moment. So first 3 places are as per. Ash made a good start from 6th up to 4th. But he's got Ready Shaving all over, and there's going to be a battle there between Caslash and Ready Shaving, all 3 very, very evenly paced drivers. And this will be a test for Kimmy as well. Obviously he's a new driver to this league, so we're interested to see what Kimmy makes of him. And certainly in the opening laps, he's covering that inside line really, really well. Oh, Kimmy's alongside him down into the first part of the chicane of death. This is going to be tight. Going too deep through there. with only a slight scratch. That is an epic drive there from them two. But of course everyone's bunched up. We're now down to Doc Coop in 8th place. Was it Proctor in 5th or 6th maybe? I can't see quite how big this group is. No, it's just down to Doc in 8th. Everyone's in it's a real tight pack.
That is making me ahead on the first lap though. Although Weird's
Weird's going to go down
he's
on
got
the
the line
inside
for
of
the
it.
little kink at turn 1, like 0.5, I suppose.
Yeah, we're back onto a Red Bull Ring scenario, aren't we? Is it a turn or is it not? So again, all seems to be through there, but Kimi has taken it a little bit of a squiggle from Weird on the way out there, which has just given Castle a run down into turn.
Yeah, he's got that. I think that one's sewn up.
And then he got Proctor again in fourth. Proctor's had some great drives this season. He's just had a couple of internet issues that have really balked his chance of a proper championship fight. But he's definitely got the pace.
Purple first sector.
Yeah. The legendary purple first.
You've got Brendan Smith back in Team Harley right now. Let's go.
Yeah, Team Harley, well done, Brandon. Team Harley's not racing today, but I'm sure he appreciates your support. Smalley's in the Singapore fixie box. I'm surprised. Do you know what? I think Smalley should break with tradition and possibly pour himself a can. Just a bit
He doesn't do that, does he?
No, he deserves a bit of a well done drinky poo, I think. It looks to be getting a bit scrappy between the few behind. It's a tussle.
Babbage, Wilson and Doc Cooper a little bit fighty at the moment.
Yeah, Ash has just dropped back to 6th. But the pace of these front 4 really was quick. And then you have got Ready Shaven, Ash, and then the 2 RCZs, Phil and Doc Coop. Doc Coop's just taken 7th as they cross the line on lap 3. I think it's a standard 2-stop, probably 7 and 14. I can't see anyone going any further.
The 2 boys tried to do a 1-stop. It didn't really pay off, unfortunately.
No, it's possible. I mean, I think we'll see as we get further into it. But having to do 11 laps on one set of tyres is a big ask.
Between Kyle, sorry to butt in there, between Otherd and Hazy in the first chicane. Put Hazy round.
So it'll be a good challenge for Ben now. See if he can pull this time back. Just over 3 seconds. No damage. Just needs to get his head down, drive his pace, hit his marks, and he'll pull this back. He's already pulling some time back on Mick though. He's pulled 2 tenths back just since that incident, so Kimi now's got a gap of about 1.3 at the front, so normal service resumed. He spent an awful lot of time in that Porsche, but will be very, very well set. But it is a good scrap between Weird and Castle behind him. Castle's just taking it at the moment. Kimi's already half a second under his fastest.
I'm just watching these guys going through there.
Yeah, Castle had a big squitch. And squitch? Twitch? Squirm?
Squitch.
There you go. Squitch, what a word.
Squitch.
So it's given Weird the chance to just take second back off him. And it's also given Proctor and Ready Shaven a chance to really pick up on the back of him. So it's a 4-way battle now for second. Ash just dropping off the back of it a little bit in 6th. Which puts Doc Coop behind him in 7th. Yeah, Proctor's just taken 4th there from Ready Shaven. A great move on the inside of the second part of that chicane.
We've got Doc Coop just running a little bit wide out of turn 2, second part of the first chicane. He managed to hold it on the track and over it the correct direction as well. So when it comes to fuel, they're all very evenly matched right now. I know it's obviously still early days in the first stint, but everyone's in quite within.
It's going to be a bit difficult for anyone to pull a strategy change off, because there's some cars that obviously use fuel a little bit more. But it'd be interesting, obviously, with them all on the same sort of fuel usage, that it's not really going to give anyone a massive advantage to go for an undercut on fueling. Ash has closed right back on Proctor and Ready Shaven here. I think there's been a bit of a coming together between the 2 in front of him. They seem to drop back into his clutches a little bit more. So at least he's given up a fight back there for 4th. So you got 1st is away, 2nd and 3rd are in a scrap, and 4th, 5th and 6th. With Doc Coop just starting to pull back the time he lost on Ash as well, so we could be back to a 4-car battle for 4th place.
So further down the field you've got Mick and Hazy catching up with one another.
So Ben Hazy's taking about 2.5 seconds back off Mick in this one lap. So it'll be good. Ben will be trying to chase Kyle down now in ninth, try and take that position back. And I think he's got the pace today as well. He's going for a brave move around the outside down into there.
Actually, I think Dr. Robot went round the outside of myself in that corner in the Group C. He absolutely stitched me up for the second part. That's okay.
It's possible. You can go inside or out there.
You've got to be very brave.
Yeah, and it can leave you quite right. The mix has gone a little bit wide there, which is going to give Ben a good run down into the fasty twisties. Ben's gone round the outside of him. It's a little bit of contact there, but a good move there. It's good to see these two having a battle, and this is one thing we were talking to Tay about in a room before. You set where you are in your race. You know the sort of like the group of people that you're competitive with week in, week out, and everyone wants to run a race. So these two will be enjoying this scrap. They know each other really, really well. Good mates off the track, so they'll be enjoying the battle, and it's good to see.
Further up the field as well, you got third down to, I want to say sixth, kind of in a little bit of a train earlier on.
Yeah, again, Ash is just dropping off the back of this bunch a little bit. But you've got Castle, Proctor and Ready Shaven starting to pull away, and then you've got Ash and Doc Coop in 6th and 7th. So Weird's just dropping off the back of Kimmy a little bit. That's a lie, sorry, Kimmy had a lead of about 2.5. He's just pulled about a quarter of a second back. His last lap was a 38 flat. Kimmy's with 37.4.
He's got Proctor back off onto the podium for third at the moment now as well. So he's just jumped Castle.
We've got a bit of love for Castle in the room today from Manny Castillo. Castle's done well this season. He's had a real good year. He's always been in that podium fight week in, week out. So very, very defendable. But that scrap from behind between Castle and Ready Shaven. Oh, Proctor leaps off the curb there. He's dropped right back down the field now to 8th. That was airborne. That was a Travis Pastrana. So it's just given. You've now got the two Astons with a Porsche filling.
Yeah.
Everyone through these.
That's getting very, very solid ways out of the chicane.
Yeah. Doc Coop followed as well. They both shook the backsides a little bit there. So we've got a move from Ready Shaven on the inside of Castle down into the final turn. I'd imagine there'll be some sort of team orders there today. Ready Shaven can still manufacture. Castle's in. So he's pitting early. He's going for an undercut here.
I suppose it's kind of where I'm with two stop then, isn't it? 7:14 would be.
Yeah, 6:14. It's going to. I mean, the tyre wear as well. you can run ace. I mean, if you look at Ash's tyres here, he's currently in 4th. You wouldn't rule out a one-stop being possible. I don't know if anyone will do it, but you wouldn't rule it out. It certainly looks like the tyre wear's not bad, and the drop-off in times. It's not
the fuel isn't too bad either as well. You think we're a third of the way through the race and then just shy of half a tank now. Ash is very good on fuel. Actually, at the moment, he's not looking all that. Actually, we've used the most by the looks of it at the moment. Strangely, fuel package has got the most fuel left over.
Yeah,
I think at the moment.
That might be the Aston's Achilles heel. Might not be the most economical of the cars out there. But it obviously makes up for it in the fact his straight line speed is very, 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 very strong.
Very good. And getting out of a slower corner as well, I think, as a result. Also.
Yeah, it's a lot of punch from it.
So 9th to 7th, 8th and 9th are pretty close at the moment as well. Just coming up towards the chicanes at the bottom half of the lap.
Yeah, so you got Oved going up. He's trying to go around the outside. And he has. Quality move there from Oved.
Oh, Thomas warranted a penalty though.
And Proctor's going to come right back on the inside of him. And Hazy has caught up to the back of these. What a great drive from Ben so far. Obviously, we didn't see the contact between himself and Oved. but Ben's properly come back up, and he's going to go on a standard 2-stop here. So Ben's in on 7, Proctor's in on 7. The only 3 still out are Item and Kimi and Oved. So Kimi's now got a 13.5 second lead. Still yet to pit. Pit stop here is about 13 seconds. So he's going to come out in front of Castle. We've got Oved currently running 3rd with Ready Shaven behind him, and I think Ready Shaven has pitted. Ash pitted on this lap as well. So Ash is going for a standard 2-stop. And if anyone was going to try and make something work as an alternative strategy, it would have been Ash. So I think we are going to see 2-stop from everyone today.
Warport's getting airborne over one of the curbs again towards the end of the first sector.
You've got Phil Babbage and Doc Coop in the battle now. Well, he's dropped back to 8th. So obviously he's only just come out of the pits as well. So,
and again, one of those very quick drivers from the Beginners Cup that is showing very good promise, at least for next season, I suppose. Maybe he's going to be offered a permanent drive somewhere.
I would think, yeah. I mean, I think they were looking at possibly a D1 and D2 type setup for next season. It's all in discussions at the moment, but it would definitely be in line to progress from the Beginners Cup to a Division 2 level, which is kind of what the he's just grimmed. That's what they're looking at doing. So
what cars would you like to see in the season 4?
Ooh, what cars would I like to see in season 4
in GTS?
Personally, I think it's a bit weird. I loved the one make series in the Porsche Cup in the first year. It was a very level playing field. There was no distinct car advantage. So I personally wouldn't mind going back to a 1-car scenario. What that car would be.
Right, yeah.
I think something.
I know you're a big fan of the McLaren, aren't you? The 650.
Yeah, the 650 is good. I think it'd be nice to have something that's a bit more challenging, so it's obviously going to make everyone think. But you've got the McLaren, you've got the Lambo, you've got the 458. The 458 would be fantatic, but it's a very, very difficult car.
It's a bit of a handful as well, actually, isn't it? Really? It's
the 4C. 4C would be a great car as well. There's a lot of cars out there. That just has a wiggle coming out of the turn there, which is giving Weird a chance just to come right up behind him again. But yeah, we'll see. I'm sure the announcement will be made over the next week or so, I would think, and then teams will start sorting out, and drivers will start falling into place. So Kimi's still yet to pit. Kimi is going to try and 1-stop this. I don't think he would have run till lap 9. His tyre wear is phenomenal. He's hardly used them at all. So I think he's going to go for the 1-stop.
He's got the time in the bag to do so, hasn't he? Really?
Yeah, he's got about a lap. He's got a pit stop nearly in hand.
Behind him are his teammates as well. So I'm not going to say team orders, but did they let him go through?
Yeah. I mean, I think
potentially
this is going to be very, very close to a championship win as well. If you've got Ready Shaven's currently in 3rd, we'll just dive back onto Discord and just check what the overall is looking at the moment. Kimi has got a 30-point lead over Ready Shaven. So at the moment, if he beats Ready Shaven today, that's both driver titles this year gone at this round with 1 lap remaining. So I would think that the 2 drivers behind him will stay in position and allow the title to be taken by their team leader.
Watch this space. Weird TV's making his way through the field very quickly to got past Proctor for 7 after I think 1 or 2 laps on these new tyres.
Yeah, he's had
a also heavy on fuel, so maybe he's to the end. It's very possible.
Yes, possibly. I know that's something he's sometimes done in the Beginners Cup. His fuel very, very heavy at the first pit stop, so his second stop is just tyres.
Yeah.
He's had a couple of laps in the low 140s, so a couple of sideways. He had a great battle here with Proctor. We'll see who's going to come through this first part of the chicane section in the lead, and Weird's just still kept in front. A little bit of contact, but nothing too major. And I think Proctor would do well just to sit in behind him through this. It's not somewhere you really want to try and make a move unless you absolutely have to. Proctor's gone. Proctor's into the wall. in a big way, which has given Oded round him for 8th.
Oh, Ben's into the wall as well. He's got engine damage also, so that's put Mick back into 10th. So Mick's back into the points.
It's unfortunate, but irrespective of the results today, I think Ben's really shown that he's someone that could have some good results in this.
Another beginner cup driver that's worthy of a permanent position.
I would agree with you 100%. So we've got Kimi coming through on what I believe will be his last lap before pit stop. He's not really losing that much time to the guys behind him as well. Maybe
he's only lost a second or so in the last 2 laps.
Last lap was 38.2 and 0.8. Castle's 37.4. So he's losing less than a second a lap. So the one stop is definitely on. We've got Reddy Shaven third, who's currently set the fastest lap of the race so far on lap 10 with a 37 flat. If we see a 36 today, I'd be amazed. It'd be a very fast lap round here with a Group 3 car. And then Ash sat there in 4th, who's just fluctuating about a second and a half. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on the gap. Ash is currently a 10th under the fastest lap of the race so far. So we'll stick with Ash and just see if he can make this one stick. That was a perfect line through there, very close to the wall. He couldn't have got that one any tighter.
Kimi stayed up for one more lap as well. He's still going.
But it just looks like Ash has just dropped off the back of that a little bit. He was up to 1.8 there, so sometimes a bit misleading, the delta on the left as to what sort of laps these guys are setting. 37.051. So he's taken by 200ths. So a great lap there from Ash. Kimi has stayed out. He's just starting to lose a lot more time. It's down to 9 seconds.
So I would think very low fuel load as well at the moment, so we could expect to see
Castle's in a big shape.
Big moment.
Big shape. She's going to give Reddy Shaven. Once she sees that delta start to come down, it's really going to give him an impetus to try and push forward. Now Reddy Shaven's under Ash's time by 100th. So there's a great ding-dong for the fastest lap going on between these two drivers here in 3rd and 4th at the moment. And Ash is just starting to drop back. He was 1.5-ish on the last lap. He's now back out to 1.8, 1.9. So we'll just catch Reddy Shaven through this second split and see if he's managed to hold that purple. No, he's just lost about a 10th and a half. Doc Coop's having a good run in 5th.
Very good, very smooth run as well today. Actually, for both RCZs, to be fair, they are running really well. And these Doc Coop and Babbage, unfortunately, puts us back down to 9th as well. So his second stint hasn't been the strongest.
No, he got weird again, just grooming that chicane on the outside. But he has pulled back, so you've got Castle and Kimi both in the pits now. Which promotes Ash on to 2nd on the road. But Kimi coming out just behind him. Of course, Ash has got one more stop in him as well, as has Shaven. Already Shaven's off in a big way. Big way coming through the chicane there. He went right over the curb, which has put Ash first on the road.
Or is going to put Kirk onto the podium provisionally as well.
Yeah, which would be an amazing result for Doc Coop there. He's not always had the best of luck. He's had his connection issues and sometimes been involved in other people's incidents as well. So a podium for him today will be nearly as good as a win. So we'll just watch this gap between Ash and Kimi. It's currently at 2.7. Kimi's obviously a lot heavier on fuel. And on the pit stop stagger, he probably has got, in effect, probably about an 8 or 9 second lead over Ash here when the pit stops play out.
You know, Ash likes to save fuel quite a lot, so maybe he'll make a little bit of time back in the final stop for himself.
Yeah, he's running very low on fuel at the moment, though. I'd imagine he's only got one more lap in there before he has to pit. And Kimi's just...
You might be able to stretch that to 2, to be fair, but we'll see that one. We'll see. Kimi's
just starting to pull this time back now. He's got down to 2.5, so 2/10 off him on this lap. 37.5 for Ash. And it shows yet what Kimi's last lap was, but I would imagine slightly faster.
WTV's had a grim moment at the chicanes as well. He's got engine damage, allowing Potts to catch up very quickly behind him for 7th place here.
You got Phil Babbage in the pits in 6th. Yeah, it's a shame for Proctor today with the incidents at the chicane, because he would have been away at the front, certainly in this mix with the front. This gap now between Kimi and Ash is coming down rapidly. Kimi's taken nearly half a second off him on this lap alone. Kimi's such a safe driver, though. Very, very rarely makes a mistake.
Very consistent, definitely.
And in a very, like I say, in a very, very well developed Porsche as well.
He's got nearly 5,000 miles. It's probably due for service, isn't it?
Yeah, that'll cost a little bit. That will cost an awful lot in one of these. They'll need new discs the way they're glowing down into that right hander there as well. But they've got 6 seconds behind him now to Reddy Shaven, so. And Doc Coop is in a good little battle here with Reddy Shaven as well. So now Shaven's got rid of his damage and got back on, but he's going to have to pit. Both of these guys, I think, will be in this lap. They've got the blinky red, as had Ash. So Ash will be in on this lap. It's a shame because his tyre wear, he could have gone longer on them. So we'll jump on with Kimi now and just see when the stagger takes effect where that puts Ash out. In fact, no, let's jump on with Reddy Shaven, who's going to come in the pits behind Ash. So this could be a second place for Ash here, the way these play out. Castle just taking second place back there. Yeah, so 13.5 second lead to Kimi. Ash just coming out of pits in 3rd with about 7.5 seconds back to Reddy Shaven. I'm sure the chase will be on in these last 7 laps.
So further down the field, you've got a battle for 8th place. We're in the pit lane right now with Proctor, Hazy and Mick currently.
Yeah, it'd be a fantastic result for Mick as well, if he managed to make that 7th stick. So where's that leave? Odin's in 8th at the moment. No, Mick's taking him. Mick's taking him on the pit stop. So a good stop there by Mick. So you got the Rod and Pollock's cars in 8th and 9th. It's going to be interesting to watch these two fight this out as well. Combative, I think, would be the word to use these two.
Yeah.
They certainly don't mind getting stuck in.
So they don't mind getting their elbows out either.
Yep. So a good little tussle there for 8th. And we'll just have a look back, see where Ben's in a good fight here with Proctor. And it's for position as well. They've both... Proctor's just been in.
Pit lane together.
Yeah, and Ben has just pitted as well. So this is a good scrap. If Ben can hold this Proctor off, it'll be a fantastic result for him. And it's may look only like a point, but very, very good progress for Ben. And you can just see that Oved and Mick are only just up the road as well. So what Ben will probably do is stick in behind Proctor here, just learn a little bit from him. Proctor probably has just got the edge on speed, but Ben may be able to pick up a few pointers and put his lap time and get dragged back up onto the back of Mick and Oved in 8th and 9th. Good line through there for Ben. Kimi now up to 14.5 seconds. Castle has got a 3.6 second lead over Ash. Again, a little bit loose coming out that right hand turn there.
Ooh, Shaven's very sideways into that corner.
Shaven's as well gone again. So this is going to give Doc Coop a chance to really pull back. This is going to put the title in Kimi's hands. Yet another trophy for him, and well deserved as well. He's just driven so solid and dependable all year. I think one slight... sorry, he's probably not most successful race, probably at Kyoto and Miyabi, I think. He had a couple of issues. But other than that, a near faultless season. So Doc Coop's just started to drop off the back. And you got Doc Coop, Phil Babbage, and are both trying to chase down Reddy Shaven now. Weird TV in 7th, which will still be a very, very good result for him as first one. Obviously, you get this point for pole as well. It's a different league, stepping up, but a good drive. Mick in 8th is just starting to pull away from Otherd, which has meant that Ben's holding Proctor here. Now, with Proctor's pace, Ben's doing very, very well here just to stay on the back of him. And they are, we predict, is getting dragged up onto the back of Otherd in 9th. So that for the 8th, 9th and 10th here, all in the same shot, it's going to get close towards the end of this race.
They're all on the field at the moment as well, isn't it, really, these three?
Yeah, I think
to watch.
The rest of it is just sat, it's just levelled out a little bit.
Oh, we've got Spinner further up the field. It's Ready Shaven. Oh,
he's
right
not having
turn 4.
He's not having the greatest of days. That puts Ash. Well, Ash is in 3rd, puts Doc Coop 4th, which would be a great result for Cooper. We made up for him. He's deserved a good run like this all season. And he's got his teammate Phil Babbage behind him in 5th. Kimmy's now in excess of 15 seconds. He can probably stop and get a beverage of some sort, non-alcoholics. He would be in a car. The gap between Castle and Ash is coming down. He's hovering around 2.7, but it was just over 3 seconds a couple of laps ago.
Actually, last split, Ash was a 100th purple in the second sector. But I think he might have lost that a little bit. He was
half a second faster on the last lap. So Castle's going to cross the line with 38 flat, and Ash 37.2, so he has taken 0.8 out of him. But still holding around 2.6. I would think that soon they may come into... I don't think they're going to encompass lap drivers. So it depends on who can keep it the cleanest.
You've got Hazy just latching onto the back of Otherd River towards the end of the final corner here as well. That Aston Martin so quick in a straight line, I feel like he might have a possibility of attacking them turn
down
one.
into the first part of the chicane. Look at the way he's just pulling back time on him. It's nearly 4 miles an hour quicker in a straight line.
It is.
So I think your next move is possibly down into the right. Probably a little bit too far. I would imagine if I was Ben now, I'd probably just sitting behind him. He's got a safe gap in front, so he's only for one position, and maybe look just into the downhill right-hander before the chicane.
Yeah.
But he's on the back of me. He's got a very, very good drive out of that right-hander there.
He's going on the outside of the wibbly wobblies. Make it stick.
What a move, Ben.
Yeah.
What a move. Do you know what? Kyle will be very, very appreciative of that. And Kyle's gone off. Kyle's had a massive spin there. Massive. That's unfortunate for Kyle. I don't know whether maybe the turbulence of Ben's move there maybe caught him out. That's put Proctor back in the points. So Ben's now got Proctor behind him again. And just starting to pull away a little bit. Only a few hundredths at a time. But this is a great drive by Ben. Really found his feet with the Aston. And another great drive, to be honest, from Mick in 8th. He didn't know till earlier on today that he was going to be driving the car. So 8th would be a strong result for him. Weird TV, after great qualifying, just dropped off a little bit. He's had 1 or 2 instances, but still a good debut drive in 7th. Ready Shaven's had
have fastest lap though as well, actually, 2 laps ago.
So Ready Shaven's now a 10th under a Weird's lap. So we'll see if we can hold it on. It's a shame for Ready Shaven today. It would have been nice for him to battle it out on the road with Kimmy as well.
Oh, you got Ash only a second behind Castle at the moment. Chasing him down for that second position.
Oh, a little bit of a slide out there by Ash, but he held it well. So Kimmy's in.
Kimmy's gone in.
Kimmy's in for fastest lap.
Yeah, it must be.
This has been a relatively incident-free race, and all of a sudden, without realising it, we are 2 laps from the end.
Yeah.
it's a testament to the drivers to make it interesting enough so it's not got boring, but also that they've kept it fairly clean as well. So this will be Kimi's outlap. He will go sphericals to the wall on the last lap and just see if he can take what we think may be. Oh, Ash is off. He's just managed to hold it, but that's possibly blown his chances of that second place there. Just coming out of the first chicane, maybe pushed on a little bit too much. Again, very, very loose there. Just perhaps need to just take a breath a little bit and come back.
Cool your head a little bit. Get your head back in the game. Yeah.
We'll watch Ready Shaven here, see if he can, because I know he's fast through sector 1 on the last lap. We'll see how he manages now.
Weird TV coming for fresh boots, also pushing for fastest lap, so maybe he's trying to defend that from Kimi.
Possibly, so we'll watch Kimi now as he comes through the chicanes. He's got such a nice line through there. I don't think I've seen him grim once.
Not even a
little bit of a wobble there, but so he's come out, he's pitted for fastest lap and still has a 10-second lead over Castle in second, who's just about 2.5 seconds in front of Ash now. So it's still possible. Ash has just pulled a little bit back on him now. He will be flat to try and catch that.
All he needs to do now is just keep it clean. You've got a podium here, Ash. Let's bring it home, maybe.
Yeah, I still think
AJ from Social Media Corner.
Oh, AJ, mate, I was gutted for you in that first race. He's driving really, really well, and he was in the the title fight until today. Unfortunately, connection issues, but he's had a great season. Deserves a lot of plaudits, and him and Tay, fair play to them both. It's been clean and tight, and great to watch. Great races to be involved in as well. So there's a yellow flag in front of Castle. It'll be a back mark because Kim is there.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So we'll see. We're just going to follow Kimi down through the rest of this lap. Just say, yeah, we're 1.2 now. Back to it's on between Castle and Ash. So we'll see on this sector here whether Kimi's got this purple sector. He has by 1/4 of a second. This is going to be an epic battle between these two. And look, we're back down now to under a second between Castle and Ash, just coming into the chicane of death. So we'll just say that Ash probably won't going to let this lie.
It wouldn't be, just as Kimi comes into the final corner for the final time today.
Oh, and Castle has quite a slight grimming. So we'll should just get a chance to watch
it's going to be a drag race to
Castle
finish, isn't it?
over the great result there from Kimi. It does set fastest lap on there, and it is going to be a drag to the line between these two. And
let's go.
Part of you would favour the Aston here, but I just don't know if he's quite got enough.
It's not quite close enough, unfortunately.
There's a good run there for two of them between second and third. And Doc Coop is coming across the line in a very, very well-deserved 4th place. He's a great lad, Coop. I mean, he's had some unfortunate times this season with connection issues and other people's incidents. Phil Babbage, a good, strong result there in 5th as well. Ready Shaven, unfortunate result in 6th. That has just given the title over to Kimi today. A few instances of off tracks, a little bit like watching Weird doing there. I've never seen an Aston Martin go rallying, but he held that well. But a good, strong result for a debut there from Weird TV in 7th. He should be pleased with himself. He's had the pace all day and certainly shown he could do some damage next year. A good, strong result there from Mick in 8th. A fantastic result from Ben in 9th. And Proctor in 10th. And Oded's doing chicane of death donuts. Because of reasons. So, a fantastic result there from Kimi in 1st. Carl's going to struggle with this now because he's got no tread on the rear. Great result, great championship, Kimi, well done. Hats off to you for a faultless season. Castle in 2nd, Ash very strong 3rd, Doc Coop, like I was saying, in a fantastic 4th, Phil Babbage, Ready Shaven, Weird TV, Mick Hazy, Proctor, and Kyle still doing donuts. So we've got Kimi there with a 36.7 on his last lap, which is a fantastic result there. Great lap in a Group 3 car.
Well, there we go, race fans. It's pretty much today's
Here's
racing on
one
GTS
race
wrapped up, isn't it?
left. I
round
think
left,
there
yeah.
possibly certainly on GTS, I think they've probably got some D4 F1 maybe later on tonight if anyone wants to stay up for that. I believe it's on at around midnight.
I might be able to stay up and actually watch that myself as well.
Yeah, it would be good. I might stick a bit of it on if I have one of my Insomniac nights. We've got F2 from Mexico, I believe, on Tuesday. The final round of the Super Formula League on Wednesday. Beginners Cup Thursday. And then D1 and D2 in F1 on Saturday. So all these seasons coming to an end in the next week, which will be great to watch. It's been another great season with OFR. If anyone wants to do a little bit of sim racing and you're unsure, dive on OFR on Facebook.
Very good. Before we do sign off, driver of the day for you, Jeff?
Driver of the day.
I want to say Weird TV.
I would think so. I think he's had a very, very strong result. He had a great qualifying, unfortunate in the race. It's different in a race, especially in a car that he's not that used to. I would agree with you on Weird. I think driver of the season's got to go to Kimi. He's had a faultless year, but I think I'd say big shout out needs to go to Ben, who had a fantastic drive through today. A little bit unfortunate in places, but it's certainly shown that he's one to possibly watch over the next coming seasons. So we'll leave it there. We'll sign off. Thanks for watching. Social media corner has been fairly quiet today, but thanks everyone for diving in and taking the time to listen to two guys watching
our ramblings and just watching a little bit of racing going on, really. Yeah,
but it's been good, and we shall catch you all next week.